program is rated GE. Content carried in here is suitable for general family viewing.
Today here at KU we have KU Opens and we have handball teams taking part in the handball tournament. We have a good number. 16 teams is not easy to get in a tournament. Like yesterday when I was communicating to the referees, I told them this is one of the biggest tournaments in Kenya. We have 16 men teams and we only have 5 ladies teams which are playing round robin. In the near future, I look forward to seeing equally and a good number of ladies teams as well. I've seen Equity here. That is one of the teams that is in every player's lips now. Not only every player, but I think every coach. I've also seen Strathmore here. We have some players from the champions, that is the cereals. They're here. KU, the hosts are here, and I'm happy that KU are producing 2 teams, ladies and men. JQuat, SPU is here, you see. MKU is here, something which is very good. And there's a team that I've seen which is quite impressive. They're saying they're starting, and they don't have the kits, but at least you allow them, because being their first time, you can't chase them out of this tournament, this being a very big tournament, which is welcoming. We are opening arms to many more. What I would always tell the coaches more so, they really need to be close to the referees. And by this I mean they have to borrow some notes from us. They don't have to only rebuke the referees saying this is wrong. Like, before you tell me something is wrong, come and ask me, why did you make this call, or what happened here? Now, in any tournament, there are rules for that tournament. Like for this case, this being the preliminaries, we are playing first half 20 minutes, second half 20 minutes. We also have 5 minutes resting time in between the halves. And the rules of the game, we are very strict when it comes to the rules, because this is a very big tournament. Unlike maybe when we are officiating matches where there are juniors only, would somehow be quite lenient. But here we have to stick to the rules of the game. In handball, we count a score. When it's 1-1, unlike maybe in basketball when we have 3-2, sometimes 1.
Yes, for the free throws.
Yeah, so here each goal. Handball, we have 3 cards. That is, we have yellow, we have red, and we have blue. Now, yellow is just a warning, just like in any game. We have red, which is for disqualification. We have blue. Though in handball now, we can't just give you a blue. A blue, before you give a player blue, or even a responsible official, we first of all give the red, then blue. So red means that this player has been disqualified. If I add blue, it means that there must be a report about this player. So in case there's a report, you'll find that this player or official can be banned for some matches.
So for today we are playing the pool matches. Then we go to the quarters tomorrow for the men. And for the ladies, it is a round robin format. We are hosting, so we need to defend this cup. So first of all, we are going for the results. We are going for position 1 for both teams. And now let's see where we are going. We have the top teams from the national leagues who are coming to play the Kenyatta University. And we are not leaving behind the junior teams, that is the high school. You can see here there are like 2 teams for high schools. So they come here and we start the season together. I am saying the event is very successful. We are playing, the event is moving, so we are hoping by tomorrow we'll find the winner for the tournament. We have the good teams here like Equity, Strathmore, our competitors in the University League. They are good teams, you can see how they are playing. So we are hoping to find good teams starting from semis and going forward. Here we have our page at Instagram, Kenyatta University, Vampires and Hybrids. It is managed there. Anything we do as the Kenyatta University handball team, it is posted there.
Okay, thank you very much. What is happening right now behind us is semi-finals, semi-final 1 and semi-final 2, featuring Kenya's best players, and we also have very good officiating here. Generally, we look forward to seeing there are more tournaments apparently, not only this one. There are more tournaments, I think next weekend and other weekends. We also have league games coming, continuation from what we left last year. So what we look forward to improving is generally we are learning, and there are things we learn after each and every match, each and every tournament. So we have take-homes, both for officials, that is referees, the teams as well. Yeah, I understand that many teams would really wish to take part in this tournament, and maybe sometimes they should also consider when it comes to the registration fees. Some people would wish to be in such a tournament, but registration fees sometimes becomes a tournament, a problem. So maybe if they get somebody to sponsor them with that 2,500, 3,000 for them to participate in this tournament, that will be impressive. The 3,000 is ideal, but how I wish that maybe somebody, if there's a team in your area and you feel that this team can go here and get 1 or 2 things, you can do 3,000. Maybe a community is in position to fund their team to come here and take part in such a tournament. As we conclude the tournament, generally so far I would say so good, and it has been a peaceful tournament, well organized, and we are happy with, as I said yesterday, how the teams have given us time to ensure that this tournament runs as planned. We expected maybe hinges here and there, but they're not there. The tournament has been smooth.
Yes, in the house we have the most influential manager, KUFM. He goes by the name Juma Nabuna.
We had 2 matches today for men. That was the one match was the game for pullings. Then we went to quarterfinals. We played against the Equity team. It is one of the best teams we have around. So the better team won, that is Equity. But we have learned a lot from the loss. So now we are going back to the basics. We work our teams, our weaknesses. For the ladies, it is a round robin format. So far so good. We have played 3 matches. We have won with 3 matches. We are remaining with one match. So we are in the brackets for a medal. Yeah, the turnout was not bad. Maybe next time we can improve on our marketing side so that we can invite a lot of teams, so that we have a bigger tournament than this. So we expect next time to improve on the numbers of the teams which are coming here, because you see now the teams which are coming here are the top sides in the league, and then on the other side we want to improve on the ladies side. because now that is where the problem is now. Because if you see that they cannot make a pool format, it is only 5 teams. That is plus Kenyatta University. Good, as you can see the match here, it is the same as between 2 senior teams. We are fans are feeling good, spectators are feeling good, we are feeling good. So far the tournament is good. You can see the crowd, and then the weekend is well spent.
Tournament imekuwa poa. Tumepata teams nzuri sana, imekuwa great learning experience. We have lost to Equity and a narrow margin. It's a good team na to being back to the drawing board kwa game zetu za league, na ile kusa inakuja ya university. I think we'll do better. Here it's a great exposure. We are grateful for all the teams that have turned up, and for the future purposes it's a good experience, and we believe next time we'll do better. And also to the team iko poa sana, morali iko juu. Pia tumefurahia sana because imekuwa exposure poa sana. Ile kitu tunataka kujua sasa ni weaknesses zetu vile tutawork on na mambo itakuwa sawa. Next year we want it to be bigger and better. We'll work on everything. Ile tumesikia kuna some views tumepata, some views ile which will put it to consideration, and next time itakuwa poa sana.
Goalkeeper unafaa ukue na courage, like huwezi enda hapo kama una courage. Like kuna zile vitu unaweza ogopa, like kama una courage huwezi kuwa goalkeeper juu unaweza lingwa na ball na una otherwise ni must kuwe na courage. First of all, niliona height iko sawa, like kisimama post unajaza. Sasa hapo pia kuna advantage. Na kuna stretches hapo pia. Nikiwa primary like sikuwa perfect. Nikaenda high school nikacheza form 1 na form 2 peke yake. From form 3 juu ya COVID hatukucheza. Sasa nikakuja hapa. Tukianza classes nilikuwa fresher. Sasa juu nafanya PE class ya PE handball, my lecturer akanintroduce kwa coach, na hivyo ndo nikaendelea hadi sasa hii mimi KU1 keeper, nacheza national league. Like ina nice to nimefurahia juu games zote tumecheza tumewin. Sasa hii tunangoja finals, tuko na JKUAT na ni must win, lazima tuwapige hiyo, lazima tubebe kikombe baki hapa.
Ndani ya miaka 50 ya kuwepo kwa timu ya raga ya chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta Blackblood RFC, Brian Rotich anaingia kwenye vitabu vya kumbukumbu akiwa kocha ambaye amefanikisha mafanikio mengi sana akiifunza Blackblood RFC. Kwenye urejeo wa kipindi ama makala maalum ya Mwanaspoti Matata, tunaangaza kurunzi yetu kwenye safari ya Brian Rotich. Tazama, ndani ya miaka 50 ya kuwepo kwa Blackblood RFC, ndio kocha ambaye Brian Rotich utaingia kwenye historia ama kumbukumbu za historia Blackblood, kuwa kocha ambaye ameleta mwamko mpya na kupata mafanikio na kikosi ambacho kinapata msukumo ama kifedha bado ni finyu, lakini unaingia kwenye kumbukumbu. Brian Rotich, unaweza kumbuka siku ya kwanza ambayo uliguza mpira wa rugby ilikuwa wapi, na ni kwa nini ulitamani sana kucheza huu mchezo?
Nadhani ilikuwa 2006 Maseno School. I think nilijoin rugby juu ilikuwa related na wale watu tu vichwa ngumu, so hawakuwa wanahandwa na ma-prefect nini. So I think hiyo ndio ilinimotivate, na I think nilikuwa hiyo for the year 2006 nilikuwa the first fresher kujua kupass ball, which I think ndio kitu mimi kuwa proud of up to now.
So ni kama unasema kwamba wewe pia ulikuwa mtu ambaye ni mkorofi. Sasa ulikuwa unatafuta a way out ya kujiprotect.
Kwa kiwango chake nilikuwa hivyo, so na ilinisaidia sana juu wakati huo kulikuwa na zile corporal punishments from prefects and all that, so sikuwa able to encounter that juu nilikuwa mentored na watu walikuwa wamelearn hiyo trade, so ili make life easier Maseno.
Unaweza kumbuka the first move ama kitu ya kwanza ulifanya na ball ya rugby ukiwa hapo Maseno? Which I presume by hapa ni ulikuwa form 1, form 2?
Nilikuwa form 1.
Form 1.
Yes. I think kitu ya kwanza nilirusha juu. From hapo sasa nikaanza kufunzwa kupass juu coach hiyo time alikuwa ndio house master wetu Mayor House, Mr. Masime. I think ni huyo ndo mzee nakumbuka kwa coaching career mine, alikuwa very good coach. So from hapo akaniambia mimi ndo nitakuwa na represent fresh first year huko Maseno School wa Mayor House, na that's how I came to be the first person to know how to pass, and by form 2 tulikuwa break into the team.
From my understanding, huu mchezo wa rugby ukiupenda kuna vile mtu mpaka unapanga, unasema nikitoka shule ya msingi nataka niingie shule ya upili fulani kwa sababu nataka nicheze rugby. Nikitoka hapo nataka niende chuo kikuu fulani kwa sababu nitapata rugby. Yako ilikuja tuseme kuanzisha uhusiano wako na Black Blood ni kwa sababu ulikuja chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta. Did you feel kama ni kwamba umetimiza kitu ulikuwa unatamani ama mentally kuna kitu kingine ulikuwa umepanga ambacho hakikufanyika?
I think mi hata kupatana kwanza na rugby, kwanza mi nilikuwa shule zingine huko vienyeji, so nilibahatika kupatana na hiyo sport, then nikaipenda, kakuja nikacheza, then tukakuja KU. I think tulireport KU nadhani May 4th, and then May 7th nilikuwa nimemake first team KU. Tulikuwa tunacheza against Homeboys, nikamake hiyo starting squad, na hivyo ndio I don't think niliaitoka kwa hiyo team up to the time nilitoka Blood 2015 after graduation. Homeboys ndio wakaniita. As at now kitu naweza sema I think nashukuru Mungu sana juu I don't think place nimetoka ama story ya mine ile siku story ya mine itasemwa yenyewe ni grace tu imenitoa kutoka huko mbali up to now.
Fast forward, vitu mingi sana zimefanyika. I think mimi nimekuona ukichezea Black Blood, Homeboys, kuna time pia ulikuwa Kisumu, Impala. So hapo kulikuwa na a lot of changes. But where would you say ama ni wapi ambapo unaweza kusema hapa ndio sasa my rugby ilibadilika kabisa? Ile rugby kuna kitu ambacho nilijifunza hapa ikanibadilisha sana maybe compared na wakati ulikuwa unaanza.
I think from kutoka Maseno, the first place I played ilikuwa Kisumu, trying to get to Kenya Cup. Nilikuwa hiyo team actually ilikuwa 2011. Ilikuwa club rugby, so the first time nilifika huko, huyo coach kuona venye nilikuwa na pass, venye nilikuwa na tackle, akani draft into the team, na nashukuru sana for hiyo opportunity. The next phase nilikuja KU hiyo May, so coming to KU, so hapa ndio nilikuwa nasomea, so long holiday nilikuwa narudi nyumbani Kisumu, so nikirudi Kisumu I used to play for them, but place I think life ya mine will change concerning venye naangalia rugby. Ilikuwa venye tulimaliza tu hivi hapa campus hiyo 2015, I didn't expect to like go on, kumbe apparently Homeboys rugby ilikuwa ime identify kuwa kuna some talent huku, so wali ni call up nikaenda Homeboys, na I think hapo ndio mindset yangu on how nilianza kuview rugby, nikaanza kwenda gym and all that ili change. Mindset ya coaching I think ilikam nikikuwa Impala.
Kwenye maisha mtu huwa anapatana na watu ambao huwa wanabadilisha mtazamo wako kuhusiana labda na mchezo wa rugby, mtazamo wako kuhusiana na maisha. Wapo watu kama hao kwenye maisha yako?
I think kuna one coach Saimo. Coach Saimo alikuwa very pivotal in the way, yani venye nilienda Homeboys alini pick up, yani akani mentor, akani show, so mimi huadmire sana, mimi huadmire venye ana work, venye ana relate even na young players, I think ni one of the mentors wenye ndakuwa forever grateful for them because hao walichange venye nacheza, venye na view game. Again nikaenda Impala, kuna coach mmoja wa mostly anakuaga age grade development anaitwa Olos. I think yeye pia ni one of the people wenye through interaction yake na mimi, I think I got to learn a lot on how to probably handle teams and so many things about rugby, which I think niko grateful for. For players, there is one player by the name Oscar Ayodi. Hiyo time I think tulikuwa na AKU but yeye alikuwa national team, so alikuwa humble enough kukuja training hapa kutufunza, kutrain na sisi. I think he really has a lot of knowledge on rugby. Pia alikuja akakuwa of help sana to me.
Fantastic. Yani umemention watu ambao ni watu ambao kweli kwenye rugby wamekuwa pivotal sana, na kwenye makuzi pia ya talent ni watu ambao wameonekana kwa sana. Wewe uko active kwenye mitandao ya kijamii?
Yes.
Wapi specifically?
Lakini kuona tu, kuangalia tu na labda kucheka. Instagram, Twitter. Nilitokanga Facebook for some reasons.
Nice. Kama uko very active kwenye mitandao ya kijamii constantly for the last one season or so, or the better part of this season, kuna semi nyingi sana kwenye mitandao za kijamii hasa kuhusiana na Black Blood. Kuna watu ambao si mashabiki wa Black Blood lakini wanafurahishwa na kitu ambacho Black Blood wanafanya. Kuna wengine ni wapenzi tu wa rugby ambao wamekuwa kuipenda Black Blood, na unapata kwamba wanazisupport timu zingine, lakini wanapata kwamba kitu ambacho mnafanya hapa kinawapa, yani mtu anataka pia kuassociate na nyinyi. Inakufanya usikiaje kama ukiwa kocha kwamba kuna wapenzi wengi sana wa huu mchezo ambao wanapenda vitu ambazo mnafanya?
I think inakuwa tu a very humbling experience kwanza. Kuna time hata unaweza tembea hapo Shuge, unapata wase hata ujui tu. Ati hey coach, game iko lini? Chesko, hey kazi mzuri. Hao watu hawajui. So ni something very humbling, na I think we thank God for the far we've come. It's been a journey, maybe 3 years down the line tulianza hiyo time ku dream. So probably from last season to this season tuna live your dream, na tuko very grateful sana to God and the players. I think mimi nawaambianga hivyo. So hata msaki niambiaga ati hey well done coach, mimi hapana, naambiaga I think credit to the players, it's them that play. Miki tunafanya tu ni probably try to get into their minds to be able to wapeane that which they can, the best of them. So me were influenced to like realize their potential. I think hiyo ndo tunafanyaga, but most of the sacrifices, the hard work, ati ni hao vijana ndio wanajikaza.
Mazuri yanafanyika, yanawaleta mashabiki wengi sana, lakini pia inaleta macho ya watu wengi sana. Kwa hivyo ile siku unateleza kidogo hivi, pia kuna kuwa na semi nyingi sana. Huwa inakupa pressure kwamba Black Blood imebadilika ndani ya misimu mitatu miwili na kuwa timu ambayo inaingia kwenye mechi za mchujo ama zile playoffs za Kenya Cup. Kuna talent, tumetoka kutoka zile enzi za kukuwa tu participant, sasa watu wanaiangalia, watu wana look forward kwa baadhi ya mechi ambazo Black Blood inacheza. Lakini kuna wakati pia unateleza. Huwa inakupa pressure kwamba watu wale tu mashabiki watasemaje?
Kwanza venye tulianza tu kuperform, unajua results zinakujaga na pressure. So venye tulianza kuperform, watu wanaanza kutufollow. So already hiyo ni pressure juu tumebuild expectations kwa watu. So me will try as much as possible to make the players realize kuwa place tuko sahi. See, it's not the normal place. People expect things from us. Hata ikuwe tumetrain ama tujetrain, people expect something from us. So and me will try as much as possible to sacrifice, to make them push to the next level, na most of them wanna respond, na most of them they bite the dream. Na I think as we continue moving forward, we hope this season pay to come in a big way. Hopefully if you're able to make it to the playoffs, we really pray that pia tukuwe able to make it to the semis this time, because tumekuwa huko. So once beaten, the next time sir to have kukuwa better guys. So if we get an opportunity this time kuwa in the playoffs, I think na promise kutakuwa na a step to the semis, of which mostly nashukuru sana for the players, the work they put wana put in so much.
Hadi kufikia sasa kuna vitu vingi sana historical zimefanyika. Baadhi zimefanyika hapa Bloodbean, baadhi zimefanyika kwingineko. Msimu jana karibu sare dhidi ya Kabras. Kama misimu miwili karibu mna washinda KCB, lakini mwisho ikakuja kwenye quarter finals za Impala Floodlights, ambapo mlivunja rekodi ya wao kukuwa 5 times champion, continuous consecutive champions. Last game pia mmecheza hapa dhidi yao narrowly. Hizo vitu huwa zinakufanya unajihisi vipi kwamba wanasema kwa kizungu toe to toe na very able teams ambazo ziko na resources, labda ukilinganisha na wewe, lakini unaweza kusukumana na makocha ambao wana uzoefu mkubwa sana, wamekaa kwenye game ama wamefanya makubwa kwingineko, but bado unaweza kusukumana nao karibu mwisho.
I think dream venye tulianza ilikuwa we picked like killer team, so tulikuwa tu tuna isolate one team at a time. So at the moment, by the time last season ilikuwa inaisha, tulikuwa sema we only have 2 teams zenye hatujapiga Kenya Cup, which is Kabras na KCB. Na KCB when we went for tulienda Super Series, kukakuwa kuna tu some belief, kuna tu something that came in within our players wenye walikuwa huko, na tuliconceive idea we can beat them, na actually tuliwaambia tulikuwa Super Series kuwa tutawapiga, na I think during Fridays we were able to get one, na we are grateful to be able to make hiyo history. That is something tutaishi tukikumbuka for some time. Kenya Cup game, we were so close, we really had planned for that, so tulikuwa so close, but unfortunately first 10 minutes of the game we let ourselves down na makosa kidogo, wakatupunish 21-0 10 minutes, but we were able to come back paka 22-33, which we got a bonus. Haikuwa kitu mbaya. During I think tunaweza sema what has been there with the boys ni ati they believe more, wanna believe more sai. So I get a way of interacting with them. There is a way I get into their mind, so na get kusaturate your desire ya kutaka like they want to perform, they want to win. So and most of them ukiangalia hata wakipostingi status hapo unasikia ni prime black blood, kumaanisha most of them wamemature sai, like they're into that maturing stage as players, not as individuals but as players. Most of them do wanna get into hiyo kumachua, na wamekuwa kitusaidia sana.
Tukikaribia kumaliza, kabla nikuulize some of the topics ambazo zina revolve around Kenyan rugby and what's your take on them. Umesema kuhusiana na mambo ya prime players ambao wamepata hiyo experience na wakakuwa sasa, japo wachanga, ni wachezaji ambao wanaweza kuchanga sana kwenye klabu. Lakini kuna swali ambao mimi nimekuwa nikijiuliza 3-4 seasons ago, kwa sababu mimi nimeweza kufuatia Black Blood kwa kipindi. I think nimekuwa nikikuona pia ukicheza. Si kwamba nimezeeka, lakini I've seen hizo safari, kwamba kuna wakati tulikuwa tu bora tu salie kwenye Kenya Cup, iko sawa. Ni nini hichi? Na imaanishi kwamba these are the most talented. Kumekuwa na even other talented players hapa. Ni nini ambacho unawaambia, ama ni nini hichi ambacho umewapa kiasi cha kwamba hakuna kitu kikubwa kimebadilika, ile mentality kwamba we can go beyond just being to avoid relegation?
I think first nili make sure kwa wamerealize kwa hakuna difference kubwa kati ya probably player mwenye ako Blood na KCB. The biggest difference inakuwa tu, apart from resources, kitu unaweza control ni attitude, your commitment, your desire, your hunger, because place tuko hapa we do not play at tupate probably bonus maybe for kama other clubs zenye ziko na resources, ama sijui tupate no. See, we play because we love the game. Hiyo ndio kitu ya kwanza. So rewards for ourselves ni whenever we play well, whenever we do something good, whenever we win, hiyo ndio our greatest reward. So I let them know of that. Then I think again we are more of a family, to go a close knit group of people. So most of the times people are there for each other. So kukiwa na issue, we understand in for someone. So we are there for each other. Then I think most importantly niliwaambia kuwa hakunanga ati onadenye watu wa KCB wataamka waseme au watashinda Kenya Cup ama Kabras watashinda Kenya Cup. It takes work, it takes commitment, it takes so much, na so far so good. I think tuna get kufanya part of that, na pia our players, most of ukipata players wetu wakienda under 19 wakienda national team wakirudingi, mentality yao waga imechange sana, na it really motivates the other players hapa pia wakuwe able ku dream of ku make your team. Kama sasa tuko na our captain Obert, despite being a medical student, ako national team Kenya 15s, is a very good leader. Pia ana demand from the players, ana lead from the front. So kuna hiyo wanting to play for each other, kuna hiyo wanting to achieve greater things with the minimal resources tuko nayo. But that again, KU pia as our main sponsor pia imekuwa very helpful to us, kukuwa able kukuwa na grao imenyolewa hivi, kukuwa able kuwa na watu ku access shule time watu wamefunga for trainings, kutu facilitate 20 hizo games. Wameplay a very big role sana, na I think we are really grateful for them for the support so far zenye wanatupea.
Shabiki wako mkubwa nani?
Hata sijui.
Huwezi kosa kujua shabiki wako mkubwa.
Sijui.
Hauna ule mtu. Haya, tuachane na shabiki. Wakati mambo yanakaa ngumu zaidi, umefanya kila kitu lakini bado ifanyiki jinsi ambavyo unafikiria itafanyika, huo unamfikia nani, ama unazungumza na nani, ama huo unafanya nini?
I think mimi tuseme nikikuanga under pressure, most of the time me talk from people, na moji seclude, na look inside, na look what I would have done better, na look what could be. Then niko tu na a funny way of getting feedback from wase, so naweza engage players not knowing, hawajui wananipea feedback, so naweza wa engage, wananipea feedback but indirectly hawajui hao wananipea feedback. Then pia I think kutoka venye tulienda Super Series, most of the time maybe kukikuwa na nini naweza ongelesha, kuna the current KCB coach Oliver Manyeni, so we are good friends, so huwa tunashare na yeye. So kaa kuna kitu naona maybe it needs to be, na nafikiria kufanya na nimeshindwa venye kufanya, I can talk to him, ananipea his mind here or there. Na I think other people pia na look into hizi podcast kwa TV, hizi analysis za games pia zinanisaidia.
Ni nini ambacho, ama unasemaje kuhusiana na the current rugby setup ya Kenya across the board, kutoka kwenye ligi, jinsi tunafanya vitu? What's your take on vile tunafanya vitu in rugby saa hii? Vile tuna run ligi, how we do call-ups, vile tunafanya vitu general.
Okay, I think for me kitu tunaweza sema first, league saa hii as it is, hata ukiangalia log venye iko, it tells venye clubs ziko, so unapata 1, 2, 3 out of the resourced clubs kwa hizi teams, followed by 4, 5 of which ni Kabras, KCB, alafu Whalers, alafu inafuata na Queens Londies. So even though that is how resourced hizo teams ziko, so resources ina play a very big role in the number, the quality of players you have, the players you are able to sign, na pia the resources, like the things you are able to get as a training. Unapata hapa sasa tunaweza struggle, hatuna ball, hatuna nini, hatuna hizo vitu, so hiyo ina tell. So like kitambo kuna time kumekuwa na title sponsor wa Kenya Cup, so kulikuwa na subsidies, so hizo subsidies zilikuwa zinasaidia maybe hizi clubs kama zetu, tunaweza nunua nazo mipira, tunaweza nunua nazo strappings and all that, zilikuwa zinasaidia sana. So maybe the union should find a way.
Right, we are coming to you live from Kenyatta University, and this is the 17th edition of Kenya University Sports Federation happening right here at Kenyatta University. Behind me, we have a couple of, matches, and of course, just to be precise, we have a match between Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology against Maseno University. But before we bring you up to speed with what is happening, just to give you some intrigue, I'm not alone. I'm joined by my able co-host, that is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, first of all, say something about it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be watching this match live. Yes.
All right. So, Elizabeth, yesterday was quite a very interesting encounter. I remember we had a total of 24 teams, 12 from men's side and 12 from women's side. What really, stood out for you yesterday, even as our eyes, or rather we focus on the second day of this Kenya University Sports Federation Games, to be precise, the basketball. What was the standout, game, or rather what can you pick from day one, now heading to day two?
Okay, what I've understood from my analysis from yesterday's matches, there's some teams that didn't bring in their A games yesterday, but today, as you can see, some of the teams, let's say example JKUAT has really brought its A game today, and they are right now they are in front of Maseno with 28, while Maseno has 9. That's a really improvement from yesterday. Yesterday they had some, from my observation, yesterday they had some few challenges. Like their teams are not well coordinated for me on my side. And what about you? Which team do you think has stood out from you from yesterday and today?
Well, for me, I'll say it was a spirited fight from the 12 teams. And to be precise, you remember Group B was played here, Group B and C. And of course, it was quite amazing to see what this team really stood, or rather stand out. For me, a standout performer was the Mount Kenya University. The first match they played against Strathmore University, a very strong team. Then they were beaten, but they went back, put their house in order. They regrouped. Their second match they won. Their third one they won. As we speak, there is an ongoing match between Africa and Nazarene. And one of the most important things that you need to pay attention to, Africa and Nazarene, they won their conference, and actually them coming to this was by the virtue of being the league, or rather the winners of that particular conference, the Nairobi North Conference. And of course, it can tell you the caliber of the team that Mount Kenya are meeting. So Mount Kenya were second, still Nairobi South Conference, Conference League. And that was quite intriguing and quite amazing and interesting. But it's also important to pay attention to the fact that every team is equal to the task. These are very strong and dominant teams, if you ask me. And for me, that is something that has really, awakened my understanding of the basketball. It's not about the name. The basketball, it's about the strategies, how you plan yourself, and of course, how you bounce back from defeat. That's what matters at the end of the day. And you mentioned a good example. We have JKUAT, who are playing against Maseno University. Remember their match against Maseno University, they were beaten by the same team. But now, as you can see, the trajectory are quite different. And it's all about strategy, picking up from the losses and, of course, building on that for the next game. So if things stand out the way they are, then this is a team that will be matching all the way to the quarterfinals. And you never know what might happen in the quarterfinals. So this is really a thrilling encounter. We call it the extravaganza basketball affairs. On your end, I don't know really what stood out for you now that we are in day two.
For me, what has really stood out is that these teams, today they are in it to win it. Today they are in it to get the goal. Every team wants to make it to the semifinals, and not every team will be able to make it to the semifinals. So today, all players, all teams, all schools must really give out their A games, must really try their best so that they can make it to the semifinals, and where they will proceed, where the best teams will proceed to tomorrow for the finals and the final match to win the cup that they were all came here for. Yes, that's what really stood out for me today.
And I know time is running pretty quick. Remember, we already have the first quarterfinals against Strathmore. of course, they are the winners. So remember, we are coming to you live on KUTV and, of course, B Plus Media. And we want to throw this discussion back to the studio to our able host, just to give you an intriguing aspect of the entire coordination of this sport and why it means to you as a community, as a university, and of course, as a basketball enthusiast. Back to you in the studio.
At Kenyatta University main campus. We have a group of teams coming across the region on board just to try and gauge the preparedness from every other side. But here at B Plus Sports and Kenyatta University Television and Radio, we are equally trying to flex our muscle in the side of media production. In this case, we are bringing you live basketball matches at the national. And today I'm here with the coach. We've been planning with you, coach, this for quite a while. And I don't think, where do we need to start on how we met and what our agenda is? Maybe an introduction and then we can kick off into that.
Okay, thank you so much. My name's Juma Abdallah Kent, basketball coach and FIBA referee international. We started meeting like about 3 weeks ago to plan for this event and see how can we take these university games to the next level. Because what we thought that was missing was the link and the data and the media for people to see talent that is in the universities. So we met, we agreed, and then we thank God that KUTV accepted to partner with the Black Boy Media, V Plus, to take this game to the next level. And it has been good and extremely. For what I can see, honestly, the universities outside Nairobi, they have tremendously improved. They have taken the game to the next level. A team like MKU men, Chuka women, Maseno women, Muranga, Taita Taveta. These are teams that used to come and be whipped. You just know the scores will be about 50, but now teams have really improved. That thing is continued and made the game will go to the next level.
Yeah, coach, maybe we get to understand what your understanding of this level of playing and also some of your prowess with the national team. Can you just give us a background on your journey in basketball coaching or even playing here?
Okay, I'll give you my refereeing. I've been a referee for over 30 years. I started in around 1992 till today. I got my international license in 98 in South Africa. And from there, I just gauged and went on. Then when I went up, I repped championship like Afro Basketball, the Afro-Asia Basketball, World Championship, schools, under 20 in Sweden, under 23 in New Zealand, World School Games in US 2010. Then I thought of, let me go to something that is challenging. And the challenge was the coaching. Because with the coaching, you ever keep learning. Yes, and I coached high school. I coached a school like St. George's for over 20 years. I've worked for a number of schools like Korogoya, Butere Girls, Alliance, Loreto Limuru, Bahati Girls, and so many other more. Then I coached University of Nairobi for the last 10 years. I stopped in 2022, 2023 with venture. But now I'm coaching a ladies team called Footprints to try and help girls that are unfortunate to continue with education, to give them education through sports. And now where I sit, I can say basketball has really gone up. And I would request the executive of the Kenya University Sports Federation, the KUSU, if they can extend the number of days of this competition, it can be good. Because now they do 3 days. They should extend to 5 days. And trust me, with things like KUTV and Black Boy Media, sponsors will come. Because no sponsor will come without data, without media.
And this brings me the perfect time to ask, with all your expertise in doing the refereeing, in coaching, it's also very important if such kind of information can be broken down for TV platform, because this is where, again, it's very important. It's a multi-million-dollar platform for doing university sports. So how we bring together that information and the expertise of people in the sport, bringing it together with the media is very important. So maybe we just bring it further home into the Kenyatta University main campus. The sports are here under the USIU Africa platform. So what has been your take so far? How has been the game since day one? Today we are on day 2. Just carrying on. Things are getting much intense as quarterfinals are up soon.
That's good. The games have been good. They have been breathtaking. Teams have not won just by landslide. They won after really working hard.
Yes.
And the level has gone up, especially the men's level, I'll be honest, has really gone up. So what needs to be done is, first I'd like to appreciate KUTV coming in and on board, because this thing is costly.
Yes.
If you can get sponsors, you can get some guys come and invest in this, you never go wrong. I'll give you an example. In the US, the NCAA, they play the March Madness.
And it's such a big
It's
deal.
a very big team.
Especially now people are heading towards the playoffs. Sorry for cutting you short. Yes.
So you can find now, like they signed a contract of $8 billion. Because NBA have not signed $8 billion just to televise one event of university. So Kenya, we can go to that level because there are so many talented kids. All our national team players come from this university.
Yes.
Clubs pick from this university. Name it hockey, basketball, football, rugby, athletics. And now that Olympic are taking under 24, where do you get your under 24? From university. So if universities get support, get facilities, they get equipment like basketball, nets, good uniforms, they get good facilities. We try and help and see how can we build indoor courts. You see, like now the weather was not good.
Yes.
You delay, you have to sweep.
Actually, it's really delayed on the start
So,
of the
yes.
first day, pushing more
Games,
the next day.
So these are things that we are feeling and seeing. How can somebody come and partner with such people like KUTV, KU as a university, to help improve these facilities? You know, like basketball is an indoor game.
Yes.
But we play outside. But we'd like to have university to have their own indoor games.
Yes.
So that it can take us to the next level. Then through that, it can give more scholarship to more needy, talented students who are bright and are very talented in sports.
Yeah. Looking at some of the group matches or pool matches for the basketball men, coach, I really love the statement you said. By the end of us coming to the group or pool stages, you will be able to determine who is able to go all the way, get into the semis and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to pick your brain. So pool A for the men pools, we had USIU, Kabarak, Embu and Tum. So what did you notice if you watched some of these matches and what are your sentiments
In that
about
pool,
it?
I watched two games.
Yeah.
I watched the game between USIU and Kabarak and Tum and USIU played well. I thought Kabarak took them to the wire, but the only thing they made USIU won is USIU plays in the league.
Yeah.
Kabarak doesn't. Because the teams that are playing, the universities that are in Nairobi have got an upper hand since most clubs are in Nairobi.
Yeah.
So they get exposed by playing league.
Yeah.
But the teams that are outside Nairobi, they don't play in the league and they don't get exposure. So
Yeah.
USIU there, I know will qualify to the quarters and to the semi.
A definite.
Who
else are you looking at within that group to go in as second to USIU?
Kabarak, depending on how they took.
Yes.
Maybe Kabarak, depending on how they play.
Okay. We will be doing a breakdown of some of those stats also later on as we finalize. So, but let's move on to Pool B. We had Joust, we had TTU, we had MKU, and we had Strathmore. Number one thing, yesterday when we were streaming, we had a lot of fans from Joust really requesting us, let's put that show, that match on live and so on and so forth. So Joust members, please subscribe to some of our platforms and let's hear from you about that. So coach, back to you on that Pool B. What's your take on it?
On that take, I loved the game yesterday between Strathmore and MKU.
Yeah.
It went to the wire.
Yeah.
Nobody expected MKU to take Strathmore. Strathmore have been the national champs of Kusa
several times.
They have gone to the finals of the National League for KBF. So nobody expected. And trust me, MKU was the darling of the fans.
Yes.
And just like you said, I was met some students from Masema, they were complaining, how come they're not in the TV? I told them it's only that we can only take one game at a time. We can only take, and these games are played concurrently. You see here 2 games and USIU, so we cannot pick. We just pick the one that is there and the one that starts early.
Yeah.
But that pool, I can say, Strathmore and MKU will sail to quarterfinals.
Okay. I would want to hear from Evans and Elizabeth. How did the game between Strathmore and MKU, how did that play out? Because they're on the other side of the match also just taking account of what's happening. I would want to hear from what they have to say there. So coach, let's move on to Pool C. We had Muranga, we had Anu, we had Laikipia, and we had Kisii. What's your sentiments on how this pool looked like? Or if you watch any match, what was your thoughts?
I watched Muranga, they had a blue uniform,
yes.
And they also shocked me. Because they took a team to the wire and they lost Kisii.
Yes. It was our last match that we streamed before we ended yesterday, yes.
And it was good. Even a team like Kisii, I never expected that team to have good players. There's 2 boys I saw that are very good.
Yes.
And trust me, getting an opportunity and an exposure with such a kind of more, basketball will go to the next level.
Okay.
And that pool, I can say, Muranga and team might sell to the quarterfinals. The third team, I'm not sure, depending on how they perform.
Yes.
Because they pick the best two losers amongst the three pools.
Okay. So, Coach, it's also an interest of mine. I'm sure when you're looking at the game, we depend on some individual brilliances. Yes. So, what do you look for in such games, for example, taking account of C and Muranga, where you noted a few good players? What do you look out for, and what did you notice on those boys?
What I noticed is that there is so much work to be done by the National Federation, Coaches Commission, and Referees Commission. If this a university like Muranga, Kisii, they could get a coach to be second there.
Yeah.
These boys will go to the next level because as they were playing and they didn't have, like Kisii, they didn't have a coach.
Yeah.
It was a former student, and I think that student who was injured.
Who was acting as the
coach. And I think he doesn't know. It needs somebody who's been there. So if Federation or the Coaches Commission and the referees could take a coach seconded to those universities, the game ball will be different. And trust me, they'll go to the next level.
Yeah.
Because most of the best coaches are based in Nairobi. Not all coaches can get the opportunity to coach all these teams.
Not
but
everyone.
if we can go to, with all of these services, they go to Mashinani, they go to Muranga, they go to Kisii, they go to Juice, they go to Maseno. Basketball will be very interesting.
As it is what you're trying to do with Black Boy and Kenyatta University, be able to go down to those levels, do those live matches, give us a good account of what's happening down there. I think we'll be able to take account and archives on areas of improvement, so we can always
go to the next
check
level
on that. So I would not want to be biased here, and we had the women of pools also happening. I think most of this also happened at USIU and KU. I don't know what your take is on Pool A. We had Vitek, we had Chuka, Maseno, and JKUAT. I think some of these matches happened here yesterday.
Yes, they happened.
Did you get to watch any?
I get to watch. Of course, Vitek being the defending champs, they won, of course, all their games. What gave me a shock or made me be more impressed was the Maseno. Maseno beat JKUAT, and that made them qualify as number 2.
Yeah.
Then JKUAT beat Chuka.
Then Chuka beat that much happened in the morning.
Then Chuka
they were
beat
more
Maseno.
animated that way. Yeah.
So you see, all those 3 teams lost 1 game, 2 games, and won 1.
Yeah.
So they had to go and divide and get goals for and goals against. So by chance, Maseno was number 2, JKUAT was 3, and Chuka was 4. But you could see even from the players, Chuka, they were like, why did you not go? Because that one was the difficult one. But Zitek got, because they won, and every time they were playing, this other team was stepping up. It was not just a one-sided game.
Yeah.
They had to work to the wire. But it was a good pool.
Okay. Moving on to Pool B, we had TUM, we had UOE, we had Muranga, and we have Strathmore. Was this pool on our end, or it happened at
USIU? It happened at USIU.
Yes.
From the results I got, and I watched 1 game, Strathmore, of course, had an advantage because they won all the game.
Yeah.
And then Muranga came in as number 2.
Yeah.
So Muranga are supposed to play Zitek in the quarters. But the other game, TUM, I saw TUM were good, but they were very short. They were beaten with the size of this, especially Strathmore.
Okay.
And what I also saw on that one, they lacked exposure.
Okay.
Because some conferences, these university campus conferences, they are very few. They are 3 or 2 players. So you play the 3
matches only, and then you're in the nationals.
Then nationals, you come, you play the big ones, they hit you, then your season is over.
Yes.
So this is something that I'm requesting the executive of KUSU. If they can take these games more, and they even make 3 teams per conference, it can be good and competitive.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is something I've also noticed with some of the sports around. You realize teams like Strathmore in National League matches playing every other weekend. Kenyatta University, handball, volleyball, hockey, football, all of them are already in the National League. So when you hear this is a normal weekend for some of the teams coming from the county, this is a match in after 2 months.
After 2 months,
so the difference is really clear in that league. I wanted to move on to the final pool for the women. We had Kisii, we had USIU, we had Kabarak, and then we had TTU. From the results, what's your take, and what do you think?
From the results, I know USIU will have an edge, and will win won all their games, their quarters.
And but there's an interesting game happening.
Yes.
I'm hoping again, Elizabeth and Evan, be on standby. Let us know what's happening on some of these platforms, and then we can move on.
So that way, I think the number 2 mostly might be Kisii. And you know one funny thing? Masina Muliro was number 2 in the Western Conference, but they didn't come.
Yes.
So Kisii was number 3. So by virtue of being number 3,
they had
Kisii
to be the
came.
best losers.
Because most have a policy that if you're not number 1, you don't go. But you can imagine how that place is competitive. And it is easier to make it that way so that we know how it goes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Coach, so most of the pool matches are coming to an end. So I want to hand it over back to the studio. We'll continue on this other end, and then maybe they join us later on for what's happening. But for this point, I don't know if Evans and Elizabeth are ready so that we can hand over to them. But until we get that, go ahead, Coach. So let's just have a run of some of these results. USIU men and Kabarak, USIU beat them 48-26. This result could have been more, or this is an okay result?
That's an okay result, although might have been more. But I said Kabarak were good.
Yes.
It's only that they lack exposure. But would have gone more. But USIU was normally the eventual winner.
Okay. 2 men 34, Embu men 47. What's your take on this figure?
That one could go either way.
Yes.
Because those teams are almost the same pair and they don't have that exposure. That could go either way.
Yes.
It's the team that will make less turnovers that took the day.
Okay. 2 women 16 and then UOE women did 29. Any thought on this result? It's a low scoring.
It's a low scoring, but that one UOE has an advantage because when I used to coach University of Nairobi, UOE used to have very good athletes.
Okay.
Basketballers who run because I think because of the region they come.
Yeah.
So they were very athletic.
Yeah.
So UAE normally takes an advantage till they reach quarters of the semis. Then they bow out.
Yes.
But normally there UAE takes always an advantage.
Okay. I want us to get back to some of these results, but at this particular moment I want to hand over to Evans and Elizabeth on the field side. Let's hear an account of what's happening. Then I have Coach here. Yes, Coach. We will come back and still discuss more on some of the results of the national basketball game. Keep it Kenyatta University TV and radio. Keep it Black Boy and B Plus Sports. Follow us. Keep engaging with us.
Still coming to you live from Kenyatta University. I remember this is the 17th edition of Kenya University Sports Federation. And to be precise, we are really giving you some insight and intrigues about the basketball. So remember, yesterday we began with the group stages. Today, the second day of this particular encounter. It is now the semis, the quarterfinals. And of course, today we have really witnessed some of the most amazing encounters that can only be described in sporty term as just amazing. For one word, Elizabeth, saindo ile tunaita now the final stages of the dying moments of the game. Emotions are high, and of course each team is just trying to marshal their number and waone kama wanaweza progress now to the next stage, which is the finals. Let's begin with this particular match. The JKUAT vs Maseno. What is your take when it comes to the surprise moves that this JKUAT has really pulled to make sure like they reach this particular stage? Although many might argue it by luck, because they played as the third best losers.
I will not support it by those people who are saying it's by luck. I don't support that motion because if you have watched the match today, you'll see that JKUAT really today is well coordinated than yesterday. Today you can see that they are really playing as a team. They're really incorporating teamwork into their field, into their games, into every shot that they take. You can really spot the teamwork, and you can really see that there are some players who have upped their game today. They are really trying their best so that they can take themselves to the semi-finals. Yeah.
And talking about now the semi-finals, I remember we just have the quarterfinals between Africa Nazarene and Mount Kenya University that has just concluded. And of course, it's something that we are following closely and will bring you up to speed. But the winner of that particular fixture, or rather encounter, will be playing against Kabarak still today in the semis. Then from there, we will know who will be progressing to the finals. But just to wrap it up for you, for the interest of our viewers, this encounter has been really one of the most amazing basketball experience, if you ask me. From what we have gathered, Elizabeth, even as we wind up, it is really one of the most surprising moments from a team that is really well organized from that up to this point, even as we wind up. One word, even as we close.
I want to wish the team success. Whichever team is going to make it to the finals, they deserved it, and success to them. Right. And hope they achieve the cup and the goals that they wanted.
Okay, so from that, it's a bye-bye for now. Until next time, you have a lovely, watching and a good experience of basketball.
na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka akawa tuzo, ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake nami Caroline Kimwele. Ni nguzo na uso wa jamii. Kupanda shuka akawa tuzo, ukakamavu wake ukatii na kumfanya mwenye bidii. Kwa machozi na makeke akabaini jinsi ya kuwini. Huyu ni mwanamke ngangari kwa jinsi alivyo ng'ari. Mimi ni mwanamke mwake. Usikose kutazama kipindi cha mwanamke mwake nami Caroline Kimwele.
Are you healthy, or rather, do you maintain a healthy lifestyle? According to WHO, health is regarded as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. Welcome to Focus on Health, a show on all matters health, wellness, and lifestyle. On this show, we cover a wide variety of topics inclusive of, but not limited to, dental, optical, mental, reproductive health, and so much more. Join me, Joy Bofenda, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on KUTV for compelling insights and discussions on all matters health. See you then.
Focus on Health, your weekly dose of health and wealth information on KUTV.
Fashion. It's more than just clothes. It's a statement, a feeling. An art form, a way to express yourself, a reflection of who you are. It's Fashion Diaries. Join me, Ashley Asachi, every Monday from 8 p.m. as we bring you Kenya's latest trends. Imagine fashion designers glamorous fashion events, runway shows, red carpet events, and so much more. Fashion Diaries, unleashing your inner fashionista.
to you live from KU. Remember, this is the 17th edition of the Kenya University Sports Federation. And of course, the match that has just concluded, it's between JKUAT and Maseno. Remember, this was the third place best playoff. And of course, by virtue of that, of course, we have the winner and the losers. But just to get a feel of what really transpired in this particular match that was played just right away, let me get some insight from one of the players. Pretty quick experience. How was the match?
The match was good. We wanted the game from the first to the last. These guys bet us. Yeah. But we came with more power and energy. We wanted the game, and as I told you, we will win. And we did.
All right. And yesterday you played against the same team. Wakawafanyia ile kitu. This time around mka regroup. So secret ilikuwa gani?
Yesterday we had only a problem in scoring. That was our only problem. But today we've transformed our baskets and our defense has been superb.
All right, so let me get another insight from another player to give us some intrigue about this particular encounter, just to share with us some of your excitement. First of all, you can introduce yourself. Alafu tuambie game imekuwaje personally from your own perspective.
My name is Stacy Mashada. I play as a big man, and so far the game has been good. Yesterday we had a
Excitement in the camp is quite lively. So let me get another one more player. Then from that we can wind up even as we talk about some of the most amazing intrigues from the studio. And I understand that let me just get a pretty quick one player, pretty fast, just to give us some experience. First of all, just introduce yourself pretty quick. Alafu tuambie game imekuwaje.
Naitwa Lavenda Faith Akai from Maseno University. Game ilikuwa poa, tumecheza poa, tumepata exposure, tumefika quarter finals, nationals, yenye hatujaifika, and it's a big challenge for us to go and work hard. Yeah.
Experience from here, lessons from the 17th edition of Kenya University Sports Federation. What are some of the lessons that you'll be carrying home?
You should be more respectful. Let your games talk. Exactly. That's what I can say.
All right. Asante sana and all the best. All right. So from this particular side of it, that's how the encounter was. And of course, okay, just one. The last one, pretty quick. Tusikufungie nje. Ukasema tulikuwa unfair, so pretty quick. So what to experience kidogo ya game?
Hey, my name is Caroline Atieno. I'm the coach of Maseno University. Our ladies, okay, we started on a bad note, but eventually we kept pushing on. So yeah, we live for another day. Yeah.
Coach, I'm very curious to know, jana mlicheza na hii team, mkaitandika. Yeah. Leo kidogo tuliendaje? Mambo iliendaje coach?
I think it was our bad day, but we tried our level best. So
coach, wacha mimi nikusalimie, nikutakie kila laheri. All right, so we wind it up at that particular point. That is the insight and the intro from the coach. So let me take it back to the studio from my able, hand it over to my able panelists just to give us some insight and some intrigue from this part of the pitch. Of course, we still have plenty to offer, but for now, back in studio.
Just from a match from JKUAT and Maseno, and another wholly contested match, Anu and MKU. Coach, let's start from here. What has happened? Because you went out a little bit and you came back really animated also now that played out. What's your take?
Okay, my take, it was a very good game.
Yes.
It went to the wire and like what people expected, but Anu carried the day. Anu won by 55 and MKU 53. The game could go either way.
Yes.
But Anu took the day. Like I just told you, the upper advantage is because they played the league. Anu is in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I can count the teams that are here in Premier. Anu, Premier, Strathmore Premier, Sayu Premier, and then Division 1. We've got JQuat, we've got KU, we've got ZTEC, and Kisi.
Okay.
Those are for the men. So you see, that gives them an upper hand. But that game went to the wire.
Yeah.
Because you find like Anu, we are the two top scorer who scored 14 points each. That is Dennis Opio and Hamswell.
Maxwell Mito.
And
it's Ezekiel Joke. 40. No, it's jersey number 40. Justin Opio, yeah.
Yeah, Justin Opio.
Number 55, Maxwell Mito. Sorry, thank you for.
So that is something that shows, and like I told you, these game standards have gone up.
Yeah.
And like before, Anu would have beat this team by 40 points, 20 points. But now, unlike we see, it's 1 point,
a point different.
That means
that was really interesting
and very painful for MKU. Till I had to go out and see for myself. So to me, I can say I thank God the standards of the game are going up, especially basketball. I don't know of other games.
Yeah.
I know football also is a game that is followed by many.
Yes,
but for basketball, I can say the standards have gone high.
Okay.
Because this is the only first time MKU has come to the nationals and have reached this level.
At that
to me, a lot in the caution, but in my heart, MKU
have won really big time.
Yes.
Yeah, so coach, you've mentioned a couple of teams who are in the Premier League, and it's interesting to see Strathmore and Anu are the only other side. USIU are in Division 1.
No, USIU in Premier.
Are also in Premier.
Men and women Premier. ZTEC is only women Premier. KU is Division 1, both men and women. JQuat is Division 1, men and women.
Okay.
So Anu, Strathmore, USIU, men and women Premier.
Yeah.
ZTEC is only women. The men are in Division 1.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was interesting because in the men quarter final, we had USIU coming out on top of Pool A. They were facing Embu, who are in the runners-up for Pool D as the best losers from their Pool D. Did you see this match, or have you gotten the results of some of those?
That one I've not. I was just trying to get the results because it's played on the other side.
Happening. Okay. Then the other team also who made it was Joust and Kabarak in the other men's quarter final. Oh, I'm sorry. These are matches which are taking place at USIU. So it explains why we still haven't gotten it, but we are working on it, and then will be giving that out. The quarterfinals happening at KU. We had Strathmore facing Muranga. Do you know the details about this?
This one I know Strathmore won, and they won with I think 7 points. I'm not sure of the scores, but they won with 7 points. Because I heard the coach for Strathmore saying that this is the only tournament he has come and he sweats to win.
Yeah.
He doesn't win like usual. He sweats to win. So you're saying either his boys are taking two things reluctant, or the other teams have stepped up. I told him, to me, the other team have stepped up.
Yeah.
We just need to appreciate and work harder.
Because you would think a match between Strathmore and Muranga would be an easy match for a KPF Premier League team, yes?
That's true.
Definitely the match which has just ended and we went out to look at what's happening was the match between Anu and KMKU. And I think you've said your sentiments over and over at how much that has excited you.
Yes.
So what are we looking at in the semi-finals at this particular point?
Now in the
we only know what's happening in KU.
I know Strathmore will qualify. I know USIU. I know Anu.
Coach, is there a chance we can come back and we are really disappointed USIU are not beaten them? Are you foreseeing something?
I'm still foreseeing with the type of level and standard. I'm seeing something can happen. Okay. Because even now I've seen the JQuat have beaten Maseno in the women's quarters. And at the pool games, Maseno had beaten JQuat.
Yeah.
But you see now JQuat have stepped it up. So they won 42-23. So that means also the same is for the ladies. I've seen ZTEC playing Strathmore. Yes. USIU playing JQuat.
Okay. So I'm hoping Elizabeth and Evans on the other end, you guys are taking account of some of these quarter-final matches between the men and the women's side. What's happening at KU and what's happening at USIU. You will help us and coach get a better perspective of that so that we know how that goes. Coach, another thing that is also interesting is the need to make sure the kids are growing in the sport as early as now, getting the right basics. How can that be improved with sports such as KUSU and even at individual university level?
What I think if they get good personnel in terms of coaches and referees, because you can get a good coach, but if you don't get referees that gives you the rules, it will be difficult.
Yeah.
But if you get good referees and coaches, it will help you get good results.
Yeah.
So my statement still remains that if we can get coaches attached to this university, especially the ones that have come here, because I know the ones that were down there, they don't have that opportunity. And I know even them paying might be hard, especially public, but we can get just a sponsor. That will take us to the next level. And these people will improve because it's just coaching and the fundamentals. Okay. If they get that, they will be home and dry. All right. They will be home and dry.
There's another thing I appreciate I'm having to learn every other day. So we received these results in form of the basketball score sheet. And I was asking, so coach, how do I know who is scored more? How do I count between the different levels and periods? So maybe just from what we can see, definitely we have two sides where we have to write the players from the different teams up and down.
Yes.
Yes.
You have team A and team B. Team A normally sits on the left side of the table, and team B sits on the right side. So team A is the one that will have a lighter color, preferably white. And then you put the names of the teams and the numbers there. If they have bigger numbers, you put it on the side where the lightest number. And then we have running scores. Yeah. Of course, you put venue, date, the level of competition, place, and the referees. Normally it's 3 referees, but at this level, I'm seeing they're checking with 2. Then
so it's okay to do with 2 or 3?
Yes, it's okay. It's allowed 2 or 3. Okay. But for international standards, they normally want 3 referees. Okay.
So how do you differentiate the 3 referees for basketball, for example?
Okay. Normally when you ref 3, that means you have got 6 eyes. Yes. You should not miss calls, and the game should run smooth. You have what we call game management and game control, but game flow. Yes. So there's game control, but you have to let the game flow. But the game is for the fans. So normally 3 referees, there's no excuse. Because these are 6 eyes. 2, you can give a leeway and say that one I didn't see, I was tired, sun. But because I know this level and the Kusuf, they use 2. Because also it's expensive to use 3 referees. I know. You pay more. Yeah. And you see when it comes to us now and the institutions, that's where they cry.
To minimize on how much you spend, but get the most out of it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any superiority in the 3 referees that you have, like a center on the side, or every referee is equal in a basketball match?
Normally in a basketball match, we have 3. The first one is a referee, but now they've changed it to a chief crew. They call him a chief crew. He's the main guy who makes decision. Anything that is not within the rules or has to make a decision is the chief crew takes. If the game goes bad, he takes the blame. If there's fracas, fans, he takes the blame. Yes. So it's the chief crew who has to make sure the game finishes and abide. Although the duties are the same once they start, because we have a chief crew, we have a first referee and a second referee. There is a first umpire and a second umpire. Normally the chief crew will start at the center, will toss the ball. Yes. The first umpire will be the one near the table on the right. The second umpire will be away from the table on the left side. And that's how we take. And then we see here on the score sheet, we've got quarters period. Yeah. We've got period 1. You see period 1 was Anu that scored 11 and MKU 14. Then the period 2, Anu scored 10 and the other one 14. Okay, period 3, 12 and 9. Then period 4, 27 and 16. Yeah. Then you add up all those scores, they give you the final tally. Okay.
And yes. in favor of
Anu. Then you write
you said
the team name.
5, yes.
Yes, and the time the game finished. Because you normally write the time the game started. Okay. So this one is the old score sheet, but there's a new score sheet where you write the time where the game finished. Okay. So that you as a person, you see this game took how long.
It's definitely clear there's a time when it starts for every.
Yes.
Okay. Referee details also on it, competition name. Yeah, all these are very clear. I'm seeing we have to also sign at the end of every.
So after this, the table officials, the scorekeeper and the timekeeper. Normally in international, you sign the score sheet. Okay. But here, because of payment way, you put your name.
Yes.
Because if you sign, somebody will claim that was my signature. Okay. So you put your name, then you sign. Then the second umpire is the one to start signing. Then the first umpire on a 3-man. Then the chief who signs the last one. Okay. On 2-man, the referee, the umpire who signs, then the referee signs. Once the referee signs, even if a team is protesting, that game is over.
It's over that way.
Yeah, but before he signs, the captain can go and protest.
Sorry. Is there a situation where also team managers or coaches have to sign also to affirm that that's the result?
Basketball is only the captain if he's protesting. Yeah. And that's why we have 4 sheets. Okay. We have the white one that goes to the organizers. The blue one also can go to the organizers. Pink goes to the winner. Yellow goes to the loser. Okay. So in this situation, you find white will go to Kusuf. Blue will go to the coordinator of basketball. Yeah. Pink goes to the winner. yellow goes to the one who lost. So in case you have a problem, scores or fouls, you come to the coordinator. He has his copy. You will check and confirm. Then takes to the executive. Then they have a jury. They put a jury to it to make a decision.
Are all these systems that are in place for this particular KUSU, all these are systems we work with for the National League?
National League, but we try to make them have KUSU, because that's the way to go.
Yes, because we need to train the students as early as now,
early as
the
possible.
right way to play or responsible way of structuring this. So at Black Boy and at KUTV or Kenyatta University in general, we are really big on the numbers. So this is where we are trying to tabulate all these figures, not only for this particular time, even past after the KUSU finals that are happening at the moment. We'll be able to track who was the top scorer, how much did you score, how can you tabulate all these numbers. So coach, maybe before we go, how can we figure out who was the most improved player or who was the most influential player from the two teams and the score sheet that we are looking at?
Okay, thank you so much. On the referee score sheet, it's very difficult to tabulate that. We normally have a statistics, a score box.
Yes.
That one you can tabulate. And like there's one that was put here between Kisii versus Kabarak University.
Go on, coach. I'm trying to get it also.
That one.
So we are still on. We are trying to get the right match sheet so that as we are breaking it down, we are very clear. And again, we are very keen on the data. We have a perfect platform where these figures will be. So be on the lookout even for these games. You want to start it at the level of the university, take it to the high schools, and even in future, we hope to get it to the federation and even the overall body in how we tabulate this. So coach, back to it, yes?
So for the statistics, and for more information, you can go to www.basketballke.ke.
www.basketball.ke.
You can get more information and findings about basketball university and league.
Yes.
Now that one statistics you have there, that is the box score. It breaks down scores after every 5 minutes. It breaks down fouls. You see, like for example, Kisii is the team A, right?
Yes, it is.
Then we've got the name number 4. Number 5 is Lavino Tieno. Number 6. The number that have stars, that means they were the first players that started the game.
Okay.
The first 5.
All right,
those who have stars.
Clear.
Then you come to the next column is min. That is the minutes.
Yes.
The number 4.
The total amount of minutes played or average minutes played.
Total number of minutes that player played. Like this one, Tracy, played 10 minutes, 12 seconds. The other one played 33 minutes, 50 seconds.
Okay.
So that is the minutes you play. Then we've got the next one, is field goal. FG is field goal. Then you have missed and attempt. Then we've got percentage. So you see, like the first one, he never attempted any field goal, and he never made
goal, yes.
The next one, attempted 6 and made 3. So that is 50%.
Yes.
Now you go to the next one, 2-point field goal.
Okay.
You see, the first one.
I'm taking notes now, yes.
The first one, Tracy did not attempt anything
at all.
But the second one attempted 1
out of 2.
No, out of 2. So that means 50%.
So for the 2 points, she attempted 2 and made 1.
Yes. So the next column is 3 points. 3 points is the arc you shoot outside
at the point of the 8. Yes.
Of course, the first one did attempt anything. The second one attempt 4 and made 2. 50%. Then the next column is FT. FT is free throw. Free throw is when you're taken to the line to shoot uncontested.
It's against fouls.
Yes. So you find
trying to make an attempt at goal.
The first one up to the number 11, Joyce. No,
number
Safira Ismail, number 13, who attempted 2 and made 0. So his percentage is 0. But number 15 attempted 6 and made 2. Percentage is at 3.3. So when you analyze, then the next column is rib. Rib is rebound. We have the offensive rebounds and defensive. You count the ones. The offense are the ones that you get it on your playing defense, and on playing offense, the defensive is when you play the defense.
Okay.
Then the next column is the S is the assist.
Okay.
If I get the ball, I pass to you. You score direct.
Have to also monitor with the other person.
Yes, to score. So if I pass the ball to you direct, you score without your normal dribble, normal first play. That is what we call an assist.
All right.
Then the next one is turnover. Turnover is when you go, you turn the ball without attempting.
And then
Then we have steal, it's ST. Then we have block shots. Anytime you come, I block you, it's a block shot.
Okay.
Then we've got the next column is PF. they get the difference.
So, coach, you're saying these are all statistics that we are able to get at www.basketball.ke.
Yes, that one you can get all that.
Okay.
Yes.
And how are we going about getting all these stats? Because this is, in my perspective, I would feel is tedious. But also in my perspective as a person interested in sport and taking analysis on it, I also feel I can make a better judgment on how the game went through this information. Maybe you can shed light on how we are going about this, and I hope Evans and Elizabeth on the other end also stand by to let us know on what's the way forward with some of the matches that are still in play or we are anticipating for the day.
So coach, yes. So this stats normally it's tedious, but it will help you. As a coach, if I get this, I know my best shooter is number 5.
Yes.
So she has 15 almost all. So I will train her more. And then this other one who makes 0 out of 2 out of 0, I will keep on the line more to start making. But this one is just perfect.
It's also a way of noting if someone attempted 0 on the field goal, attempted 0 on the 2 points, attempted 0.
That means this player was playing safe.
Yes.
They never wanted to attempt anything.
Yeah.
They were playing safe. And
So
that's not good for the
also
game.
a way to also gauge on the impact of particular players in the game.
That's true.
On the other hand, if they got 50%, attempted 4, made 2 each and every other time, you also get to know the interest of the strongest and how to.
And then with this, I can notice this player is very good at choosing. She does not just attempt often. She has a certain angle, because there's another stat when you look down. You see there's a certain angle she scores more. So you as a coach know that when my player goes on the right side, she scores more than the left. So I'll make my players on the right side for her to score. And I know. And when you go at the last column, you find points. The second one scored, the first one scored 0.
Individual points
per player.
Counted well.
So if you scored 0, the second one scored 8, 2. Then all those points add up to that 36. Then when you go down, you see there is scoring by 5 minutes interval. You see there's Q1, that's the first quarter. The first 5 minutes, Kisi scored 14 and Kabarak scored 2. The second 10 minutes, they scored 14, 2 points, because that's the difference. And this one, they scored 2, so that's 0. So that means
another way also of gauging the strength of.
You will even know when your players are tired, because you will find on the third quarter they score less. That means the players are tired.
Because like in this situation, I can see in quarter 3, Kabarak really improved. At a point where they were only doing 2, 2, 6, 6 in quarter 1 and 2, they were able to do 10 and 19. And then leading into the fourth, they did 27, 33 out of 36 by Kisi.
So yes, that means that they are playing well.
Okay.
Now when you go down, you come. Now the key thing now for you to check points from turnover. Kisi, when you go, you turned over the ball. The other team got the ball. Did they make a direct basket?
Okay.
So the points Kisi made from turnover is 9. Okay. The points Kabarak made from turnover is 10. Yeah. So that means Kabarak's points on turnover is higher than Kisi.
Okay.
So if Kabarak plays better defense, their rate of scoring is higher than Kisi. So Kisi, they score if they go direct and score. But Kabarak on a turnover, they score more.
Okay.
So for a coach, that one knows
also
this is more a defensive team than the other one. They score, but they don't play defense.
Okay.
Then you go points in the paint. Paint is there. There's D and the semicircle.
Yes.
Kisi scored 16. Kabarak 20. So that means Kabarak either have tall players or they use the paint more.
Yes.
So for me as a coach, I know I'll not foul Kabarak so much on the paint.
They are stronger in that area.
Yes. Then it's second chance points. We take a shot, we shoot, we miss, we get the rebound. We score again. Kisi scored 6. Kabarak scored 5. That means Kisi was scoring on the second point chance better than Kabarak. Then first break points, you attempt, you miss, you get the ball, a player goes, I give a quick one.
Yes.
Kisi scored 10.
I'm seeing LeBron and Luka doing this a lot now in the NBA league.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Kisi have 10, Kabarak have 16. So me as a coach, I know Kabarak have got faster players than Kisi from these stats.
All right.
So that every time we go, somebody has to balance the court. Otherwise, they'll kill us.
Okay.
And I know if you get the rebounds, my work is to start moving. I know it fast to me. This is something we click in training. That's why LeBron gets the rebounds.
Ready.
Neville goes. Or Neville gets the rebounds, then LeBron goes.
Okay.
Then you see the last time is bench points. The people who came from the bench, who didn't start. Kisi scored only 2. Kabarak scored 8. So that means Kisi have got good players, 5. The bench they don't have.
They don't have
a strong bench. Any 5 that are brought, they perform.
The performance improves.
So Kabarak has got a better bench personnel and scoring than Kisi.
Okay.
So that one helps you. Then you go to the next one now. The biggest lead Kisi took is 19. Kabarak took 0. So Kabarak never led.
No particular point.
But Kisi, they were leading, they were first 20.
Okay.
Biggest score run, Kisi made 12-0 without Kabarak scoring or taking a time. Okay. Kabarak took 14-0.
Yes, and that was in the final quarter of
Yes.
the match. It means they came to life way late.
Then you see lead changes. How many times did they change? No time they change. That means Kisii led throughout. Time tied. They tied once. That shows that Kisii and Kabarak tied the games once. Then time leading. Kisii led for 39 minutes and 48 seconds. Kabarak never led.
Pretty much the whole match.
Yes. So you see this one, as a coach, with these stats, I can plan my training, plan for next week. If I'm supposed to play next games, I will use this to train and plan my training plan. So I know that now I need to work more on what, I need to emphasize on what, I need to give them conditioning, I need to make them jump, I need them to move their feet.
Okay.
So this one will analyze your training and your performance.
So coach, is this shared with every team after every match, or
at times they share, but the problem is some coaches don't understand it, can't tabulate it, can't know what to give the players. Because this one me at tabulate, I see this player of mine scores, I'll make a score. So if we are making on this, why should we take a 3 points? Why don't I bring the ball to you? You score there. Because you score, that is where. Because you cannot stop what is working. You see, at times teams do mistake. You stop what was working and go to what is not working. You go score here till they stop it. Now start shooting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you offering such kind of training? And are we at Black Boy, B Plus, or KUTV or Kenyatta University in general in a position to offer
Yes,
such?
we offer through Black Boy, and there's one person called Victor is keeping that, another one called Okwiri and statisticians. They are very good. That is their speciality. So they are there.
Because you know, even with the real-time updating of results is something that is also happening in that. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. So with the stats, when you want, we can hook you up with that guy called Victor, or Black Boy can take you through, and they go through.
Okay.
This one helps a lot. Plan, know a game, know where you need to step up, where you don't need to step up, and the next training session.
On my end, I'm happy to say the Department of Sports Management and Recreation is also offering these opportunities in certificate, diploma, certificate, and even PhD level. So again, through any of the contacts that you'll be able to get, reach out to us if you have an interest, you're a coach, and you need to tabulate some of these results for the betterment of your team. I'm seeing Evans on the other side who is ready. Maybe he can give us a breakdown of what is happening, coach. So I don't know if he's ready. We hand over to him.
Thank you.
Because I'm sure the sports show is also running and it's almost coming to its end. So we might just want to do a brief recap of this. But if you follow up on the YouTube channel, the same opportunities will be there. So yes, I'm seeing Mike ready. So take it over.
Are actually coming to the end of this this particular encounter. Just to bring you up to speed with what has just transpired. Remember, the match that we were tracking closely was JKUAT against Maseno, and of course JKUAT have won, and they will be progressing all the way to the quarterfinals. I remember there was still another match being played against African Nazarene against Mount Kenya University, and that match ended in favor of Mount Kenya, who will be matching all the way to the semi-finals. But that match was quite intensive, and it was really, the atmosphere was at its fever pitch. Every team was trying to marshal their number to make sure that at the end of the day, they walk all the way with the bragging rights as one of the most dominant teams. But in game of basketball, anything can happen. It's all about how disciplined you are in terms of defensive-wise, how you execute your final plans, and how you fight and how you work as a teamwork. And that's the core part of teamwork as a unity. That is what has really played out well for the Mount Kenya team. Same case with the JKUAT, and of course they'll be marching all the way now to the quarters. From there, if they're lucky, they'll be progressing to the semi-finals. But we still have another quarterfinal. This is the first quarterfinals of the ladies in this particular pitch. This is the Kenyatta University pitch. Remember, we have a couple of quarters that are being played at the USAU. But just to bring you up to speed, the quarterfinals that is currently underway in the ladies category, we have the ZTEC that is currently trying to see if they can progress to the semis. And it's really quite intensive affairs here in the 17th edition of the Kenya University Sports Federation, and we are tilting our angles to the basketball, and that is what we are really focusing on. So from this, from us to you from this point, from this particular point. We just want to leave you with that. And of course, it has been one of the most extravaganza, quite amazing basketball affairs. That's all for tonight, or rather for today.
Hi.
Hi.
So what's your name? Introduce yourself and tell us about yourself.
Oh, okay. My name is Kelford Onkundi. I'm from Strathmore University. I play basketball. To me, basketball is everything. Is like I can say, basketball is life. And I've been playing basketball for the past 12 years. Over the experiences that I have, the reason why I'm here is to enjoy the game and also to get to know people and learn from the experiences of different guys, and also to interact, so that I'll be able to make new friends and enjoy new environments and everything else that I can learn from them.
So I would like to ask, which team do you play for?
I'm playing for Strathmore University. We are here to win and also to get experiences and to interact. And also, the most important thing is to make new friends and also to gain and to make things easier for us. Yeah, that's all I can say.
In the basketball game, we have different types of players. We have the defender, and which part specific do you?
Okay, in basketball we have the small guard, forward, and then we have the shooting guard. We have the big one. For me, I'm a point guard. I play for point guard. I enjoy playing for the point guard because I like arranging. Like I play the role of arranging the people inside the pitch and also getting to them to do their level best of performance.
Do you have any motivator or somebody who influenced you so that you can play basketball?
Okay, for me, I can say I'm motivation to my own self because my past experiences and the place I'm coming from, it's all good for me. That's the main things that make me be motivated and also to try to inspire others through what I'm doing right now.
Do you have a mentor?
Yeah, my mentor is my God. Yeah.
So, do you? Hi.
Hi.
Introduce yourself, your name, which school do you come from, which team are you playing for?
Hi everyone, Nyoki Edward Kennedy, Strathmore University. Yeah, that's all.
Which team do you play for?
I play for Strathmore University Blades, basketball team, point guard position.
I would like to know, when did you start loving basketball?
I actually had a love for the game for quite some time. I'd say since I was a toddler. But the time when I started taking it seriously was like back in 2015 when I joined high school.
Do you think basketball pays, as in you can have an income from it?
Yeah, I believe yes you can, as long as you put in work and you believe in yourself and the people who believe in you, you can make a good living out of it.
Do you have mentors that make you motivated to play?
In terms of basketball, some of the players that I'd say motivate me, I'd say is there's an NBA player called Stephen Curry and a player known as Paul George. Reason being, they've battled adversity throughout their careers and now they're flourishing and they're big stars.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello.
Tell us your name. Which team do you have?
I'm Maurice Obilo. I've come here with Zitech University.
So I would like to know if this job. So as a coach, do you find this beneficial for people?
Yes, to me this is a career. It's a career path that I picked. I've been coaching as a career for the last 10 years. I've done ZTech 8 years, but I've been in the field for 10 years professionally.
So it's very good. Sports is it's good. It's healthy. It's paying. Yeah, and I do what I love. Yes.
So I would like to know, do you only have one team or you have multiple teams?
No, in this tournament we only have 2 teams. We have basketball and we have football, both ladies. Actually, we have 3 teams: basketball, football, and volleyball men.
So you coach. How many games do you coach?
No, I only coach basketball. I'm just saying the teams that have come from Azitec University. Yes.
I'm wishing you all the best for your team. Thank you for this interview.
All right, thank you so much. All right.
Nzuri. Naitwa Kevin Mulinya Nduku. Mimi ni coach. Masinde Muliro University. Tulikuja hapa on Wednesday. Tukalala ndio Thursday's games.
Na ni kocha wa game gani?
Nina coach volleyball ladies men.
Na katika timu yako na nimeona mkicheza, sasa mmecheza na timu gani?
Jana tumecheza na Laikipia. Leo tumecheza na Mount Kenya University.
Na mchezo umekuwaje?
Mchezo umekuwa sawa. Wamejaribu kutuletea mapingamizi lakini kwa nguvu za Mungu tumeshinda. Ndio.
So mnatarajia nini baada ya kushinda hii set?
So hii kwa sababu sisi ndio defending champions, tunatarajia kudefend hiki kikombe. Naomba Mungu turudi nacho Western Kenya.
Sasa alafu kitu kingine niulize, ni kitu gani ambacho umekiona kama challenge ama changamoto na hiyo game yenye kuifanya?
Changamoto imekuwa pengine environment kidogo, jua. Unajua volleyball ni game ya kuwa ndani ya nyumba. Kidogo ukiangalia juu hivi mpira unapotelea kwa mawingu huko. So maybe ni facilities tu, but tumefurahia kuwa hapa.
Lakini kama ulivyoniambia hapo awali, jana mlicheza. Ukiangalia hali ya anga ya jana na leo ni tofauti. Changamoto jana ilikuwa ni gani?
Ya jana pengine kwa kibaridi na viwanja telezi kidogo maji. Ndio. Fadhali leo hapa tumechezea kumekauka. Kwa sawa.
Sasa nimekuelewa. Swali jingine ni kwamba
katika huo mchezo kuna faida gani yenye umepata ama apart from kwa kocha? Je, uko nje apart kwa kocha wa ndani ya shule, ni kocha nje ya shuleni ama pia nani?
Huko nje mimi hucheza mpira huu kwa timu ya Western Prisons. So nacheza ligi ya Kenya kwa timu ya Western Prisons. Ndio.
Kitu gani ambacho ungependa kuambia wachezaji wenye wamehudhuria ama kwa yote wenye wamehudhuria katika mchezo huu?
Mchezo huu ningeambia watu wa upende, wa keep clean, wasitumie dawa za kusisimiwa misuli, pengine wa keep game ikuwe clean tu.
Ungependa kuambia wadhamini wa mchezo?
Wadhamini kwanza ningewashukuru na nikuwaomba kwamba waendelee na waongeze at least next ikuwe better kuliko hii.